What's going on, everybody? How's it going? Matt here again. Glad to see you guys. Another episode on Operation Capsaicin. Really excited video. I'm gonna change things up again. I was reading your guys' comments last night, and a few of you guys, and I agree. I talked to a bunch of you. That it would probably be more interesting if I did the entire hot sauce tower challenge. So I'm gonna change it up. We're gonna do the whole thing today. It'll be very fun. I'm curious to see what levels I'll be at, what tolerance levels I have, like my heat tolerance from 1 to 10 on these hot sauces. It's gonna be really fun. So what I did was I took them all out so you guys can. I'll bring them up to and show you, and I'll go over the ingredients and stuff with you guys later on. So I pre-opened them, so I don't have to mess around with a knife for the next 10-20 minutes when I'm doing this. So the rules are pretty simple with this. I already read the rules, so I don't need to go over this. I went over the disclaimer, everything already. So the rules are pretty simple. It's pretty much I'm going to pick up each sauce and take a nice spoonful of it out. I'm just using a regular spoon, not a mother of pearl yet. I still didn't get one yet. Haven't really gotten to it yet, but I'm going to go through all these sauces, and in between each sauce, I'll describe the heat level and the flavor of the pepper and the ingredients, which pretty much they're all going to be. I mean, these sauces are pretty much bare bones from what I was reading them. They're pretty much more like kind of like a generic version of a tincture, but not really, because they're not fermented in alcohol and it's not concentrated by it's not an extract. It's kind of like a really loose version of a sauce. In my opinion, it's nothing. But it'll definitely be fun. So I'm going to go through each sauce, the flavor, tell you if it's a fruity or a floral. There's two different types of florals, so I'll let you guys know if one's one or the other or whatever. But this should be fun. So I'm going to go through. I'm going to start now. This one I did yesterday in that first video. This is the banana pepper one. This one's the 300 Scoville units sauce. This one was a good one from what I remember. So I'm going to pour this out now. I'm going to do a little liberal pour here. I'm not going to do too much, so I want to do this again, actually. So I'm going to save some of this sauce. Not that I'm trying not to be a wimp or nothing, but... So there's that. There's the pour. I can't really show you the pour. Really good flavor. That's the banana pepper one. Definitely taste that really, it's almost like, it's weird with that sauce. It's kind of like the pepper itself has a vinegar flavor to it. It's kind of hard to explain. It's a floral pepper for sure. It definitely has those notes of it. And you can definitely taste the salt too to preserve that and the vinegar. It's a good sauce. I'm going to sit here and actually let me put a timer on. We're going to do a timer for 2 minutes here. Let me get this started. So 2 minutes, starting now. So there, I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's 2 minutes, and I'll let you know. You'll hear it come off. So we'll just hang out here for a second. I might do a little bit more because my tolerance is a lot higher than what this one is. So I'll kind of break the rules on this sauce. Do a little bit more. Yeah, because my heat level, it doesn't even nudge it. 300 Scoville units is, like I said yesterday in the video, it's like more or less eating a bell pepper for me. It's a really great tasting sauce, though. I mean, that's pretty good. That's a good nachos thing for, anybody who's not really a chili head, or if you're just starting. That's a great sauce. There's something to run at 300 Scoville unit level. For sure. So let's see, what do we got here? We got a minute left, and then we'll go on to the next one here. And the next one is I'll talk about the next one while we're waiting. Let's get this. This is a Hatch Valley Anaheim pepper. We're gonna go from 300 from that one to 1,500 Scoville units. Not a real big jump, really, but this would be cool. I gotta get this one open. These lids are like glued on here. So while we're doing this, why don't you guys put a comment down below. Let me know how your day's been. I like reading, seeing what you guys have been up to. Always appreciate everybody posting comments down below. Give me, some ideas, or just let me know how you guys are doing. Like, tell me what's going on. It's a wonderful Tuesday, I love Tuesdays. Tuesdays are a fun day. A lot of fun stuff going on at work. So just let me know down below. And if you guys haven't subscribed to my channel, that's the 2-minute warning. Hit that subscribe button and put those post notifications on so you guys don't miss a video. And all right, so here we go. That was the 2-minute warning. You guys heard, just went off. So here's the Anaheim Hatch Valley. That is actually a lot waterier than the last sauce. So I'm going to do this one. Okay, so that one has a really great taste. It's got like a smoky taste almost to it. Pretty decent sauce. Not much to say about it because, like I said, these sauces are pretty much it's just a heat challenge. It's pretty much just a sauce with 2 preservatives. Your vinegar and your salt. That's pretty smoky flavor. My heat level right now from the first to the second one is already. I'll do another one actually just for good measure here because my tolerance is way hotter than these probably first 5. So I'll do a nice liberal dose here. That's actually really good. It's got a very unique taste. I'm not like the best person to give you the very uniqueness of each pepper. I try my best, but it's got like a very unique smoky flavor. This would be good on like some kind of fish tacos or something. These hatch chilies. I've had these before by themselves as an actual whole pepper and eaten them, and they're really good pepper. I like those peppers when sometimes when I get them. Again, I'm in like a kind of a weird season right now. I can't really get my hands on really much. All I can get really is jalapenos and some very overripe habaneros down here. It's really weird. Well, it's not, it's this gross season's over now. So, but what I like to do with these hatch chilies is I put some cream cheese on them and some bacon, and I'll pour some hot sauce on them or something just to add a little extra kick to them, which is really delicious. So there's the timer for that one. We're going to just hang out here for we got another minute and 45 seconds. So yeah, so my heat level right now is probably maybe a 1 right now from this sauce to this sauce. I'm at a 1. So these 2 are done. And I'll put these kind of off camera off to the side. So what's our next pepper here? Let's see, what do we got here? We have green Serrano peppers. These are a very popular pepper that you actually do find these in a lot of Mexican cuisines. I see a bunch of, we have a couple of restaurants down here, and they use these in tamales, like the regular, like authentic tamale where they put it in the corn husk. And they use these peppers a lot because they have a great heat level for most everyday people walking around. So this is 17,000 Scoville units. So here, let me bring these up to you guys so you guys can see them. I don't know if it'll focus on it. It's kind of being a pain. But that's 17,000 Scoville units. And let me just check these ingredients while we're waiting here. We got 27 seconds anyway, so let's see what do we got. Yeah, just what I thought. We have just the white vinegar, green Serrano peppers, salt, and xanthan gum, and a bunch of lemon juice. So nothing too crazy. I guess the lemon juice is probably just to give it a hint of different flavor to it, like a different profile. Smell it. You can smell those Serranos, man. Absolutely wonderful. So there goes that timer. That timer's done. I'll stop that real quick. All right, we're gonna do a pour of this real quick. I'm gonna do a nice to the sides of the spoon. which is interesting. These peppers all have different profiles and they have different characteristics. I noticed off of this just doing that one try. I'm going to do another one here. I'll start the timer though. But I did notice, which is kind of weird. It's hard to tell sometimes. This sauce compared to my last one I just did, big jump in Scoville units. You went from 1,500 to 17,000. This one seemed hotter to me, but I know this one's not because this pepper tends to jump and just bite you right off the beginning, where this one kind of has, it doesn't have the exact qualifications because it doesn't have the Scoville units. This one has that kind of creepy ramp up type of profile to it. But again, my tolerance level is really high. I'm going to do another one. I'm going to do 2 on each one. But this sauce is good. The vinegar kind of overpowers it a little bit. They kind of might have went a little bit overboard on this one. So let's see, I tried 3 sauces and my heat level is maybe entering a 1. If any of you guys can believe that. See, because I eat those. A lot of you guys seen those other videos I've done with the reviews. Those sauces are they're no joke. They're hot. For the average chili head, they will definitely let you know about it because a lot of those sauces have the Carolina Reaper and the Ghost Chili, which have that crazy characteristic of ramping up. So we're gonna go ahead and do this next one, which is the Cayenne Pepper. That's 17,000 to 30,000. So what do we got? We got 6 seconds here. And that is it. So we're gonna try this one out now. Let's see if this sauce seems. Let me shake this one up because this one looks kind of. That vinegar settles to the top. I don't want to get a big spoonful of vinegar. Alright, so let's see here. I'm going to do a nice spoonful of this one. This one's to the sides again. Classic cayenne taste. Cayenne always reminds me, and it's probably a good point too, this sauce always reminds me of Tabasco. And the burn on this one, which is really neat, it's kind of like a dull burn. It doesn't have a sharp burn, and it goes like through your back all the way down your throat sometimes. Great burn. Great sauce, has good flavor. This is definitely like a go-to, like a Tabasco, in my opinion. Most people go to for the average, common, everyday person who does not do these crazy hot sauces we're getting up to. So yeah, this is like a Tabasco or a Valentino hot sauce. So my heat level, it's probably a 1.5, and rapidly going down. So. Yeah, so the timer started for 2 minutes here, so we're just gonna hang out a little bit. I'm gonna check out this next one. Oh, so I forgot. So we went from the Serrano, which was 17,000, up to 30,000 on the Cayenne, and this is just a regular pencil thin red Cayenne. They got the type of it because cayenne peppers there's like multiple. I think there's like 20 different types of cayennes, along with the Tabasco. So this Tabasco they're saying is just a regular Tabasco. It says age red, so I guess they just aged it somehow. So let's get this lid off. Let's check this out. Let's give it a good shake. The vinegar settles to the top with all these, which is typical. It's still your typical vinegar, salt, and the pepper with the same 4 preservatives with the citrus and all that, and the xanthan gum. I'm not sure what xanthan gum does, to be honest with you. I've always wondered that. They put it in pretty much everything, and I don't know, it's just one of those ingredients. They say it's for preservation, but how much do you need? How many ingredients would you really need to preserve something, especially like a sauce like this where it's naturally hot anyway? So let's see, we got 35 seconds here. We'll just hang on for a second. I want to see something. For those of you, I kind of goofed up yesterday. You guys saw it. You probably got a kick out of it. I have the sign backwards. It's the BYOB. It's brew your own sauce. BrewyourOwnHotSauce.com. They got the wrong link on the box here, so I don't know if you guys saw it or not. So I'll put a link down below on the description if you guys are interested in this. They have this thing, and they have a bunch of other bigger bottles of these. So there goes that alarm. I don't know if you guys can hear it. There's that. So I'm going to shut that off. I'm going to wait. I'm going to start the timer after I try the sauce out. So we're going to do the aged red cayenne, 30,000 Scoville unit. Or no, this one's 50,000, sorry. So we're going to do a nice little pour here to the edge of the spoon. That is a much better jump from the cayenne to the Tabasco. So I did this one last, the cayenne, and this is the Tabasco one, which we just did. So that one is 50,000 Scoville units. Now I'm starting to get that gradual build up from the previous 5 sauces now, including that one I just did. So that's put me at probably at a 2. Just entering a 2. So we're going to start this timer here. Again, and we'll, business as usual, open up this this next one. What do we got next one? This is one of my favorite peppers, this next one. This is a Scotch Bonnet. You guys seen that video I did. That was I think it was my second ever video on YouTube, which I was, you guys probably seen. Which is a funny thing. I got to tell you this. When I first started this, I was very, very nervous. You guys probably seen that. And I wasn't nervous because I was videoing myself. I don't know, I guess it was because it was something new, out of my element. So I wanted to, try something new and enjoyable, because I've always loved, hot sauces and peppers and stuff like that. But yeah, you guys see me do this on my second video. Actually, believe it or not, somebody was telling me, and they figured it out. I actually did the second video twice, because I did the entire review the first time, and I did a ton of the sauce, and I clicked the record button on it to stop the video, and it started it. So the whole review I did, and it was a super long one, the first one, which kind of bummed me out, because I had everything all set up and everything, and it didn't record it, so I had to actually end up doing it twice. Plus, it was hot in that room that day, because it was it was a scorcher that day. It was like 90 degrees, so I was already sweating. But a lot of you guys emailed me on my channel email. I said, you look like you're really hot. I was like, yeah, it was sweat. It was a hot day that day, but I'm getting better at it. I'm starting to get in the groove, and every time I do a video for you guys, I get more and more pumped up. It's an excitement. It's something different, something I've never done. I've always wanted to do it. I was actually talking to my brother about it, and that's what finally kind of not set me off the edge, but it kind of gave me an extra added bump to want me to actually come on here. But so I appreciate you guys watching and hanging out with me, so I can entertain you guys for a little while. There's that timer for 2 minutes. So this is the Scotch Bonnet, one of my favorite peppers. Man, this pepper, it's got a little cross between as far as burn. It has sharp and dull. It's kind of weird. Like, it finds areas in your throat, and it really pummels them. And then it also gives that all-around burn, which is what I love. It's a really interesting pepper. I'm gonna try growing them too. I don't know if I told you guys I'm trying to grow peppers. I'm not really good. I don't really have a green thumb. I've been talking to Jimmy Pickles for a while. I bought a bunch of his seeds and kind of not having any luck. But hey, it's a learning process like everything else is. Even this is, we're all here. Me and you guys out there in the capsaicin community, we're all just learning everything. I'm trying to educate everybody and build this community up to be a strong and awesome community, which it already was, but we're just going to keep constantly building it up. So there was the Scotch Bonnet. That one, it's kind of weird. I got that same feel back earlier when I felt like the Serrano and versus the Anaheim pepper was hotter, because this one's supposed to be hotter, the Scotch Bonnet, compared to this Tabasco. And again, the pepper profiles, or I guess the characteristics of the pepper itself, this one has more of a gradual ramp up, whereas this one is just slam your face right off the bat. As soon as it hits your mouth, it rips you up. But that one was 250,000 Scoville units, and I am at a 2. And we're gonna have to do this video again, because I think I'm just going by their rules. I'm trying to abide by them as much as possible. This isn't a League of Fire entry either. I don't even know if this even is a League of Fire. I wouldn't think it was, because it's way too easy. But the 2-minute timer, I think it's a little bit long. Especially for me, because my tolerance it ramps up and it just peaks down. But we're gonna do another 2 minutes here real quick on that one. And then we're going to check out, what do we got left? We got the final 4 sauces. We're entering what it's supposedly, and I know it is, these 3 right here are the really hot peppers. And this is the habanero. I had one of these, what was that? That was my 5th or 6th video. I ate one of the orange ones. The orange ones are a lot lighter in Scoville units than the red ones. The red ones are 600K, and I believe last time I checked online with one of my sources, I get really reliable Scoville units. He said it was, I think, close to 300,000. See, it all depends. Like, they do test on peppers from time to time, and gradually sometimes they go up in heat level and they go down. And I think they're kind of, that orange one's kind of like teeter-tottering, because, you know, it all depends on the grow season too. Like, if you have a bad grow season, your peppers might be kind of not as hot or whatever. And if you have like an amazing grow season, your peppers might be screaming hot. So yeah, it's around 300K, I would say. Maybe not quite 300K, maybe like just borderline 290, 280. So we're gonna do this. I haven't had a red habanero in a while, like eat the actual pepper. I love eating these peppers. These red ones, when you can find them, which again, it's hard to find them down here. These are amazing peppers. For those of you who are trying to build your tolerance and you're trying to maybe go a couple levels above your tolerance level, I would definitely go with habanero. Habanero is a great pepper. Great little, it's that entry level to intermediate. And if you're doing that too, there's the timer, real quick before I try the sauce. If you're ever trying, I covered this on my How to Build Your Tolerance series. If you're doing peppers, when you're trying to build your tolerance by eating whole peppers, make sure you realize that you don't have to eat the whole pepper. Just eat a portion of it until you get comfortable, until you push your tolerance just a little bit above to what you're normally at, then stop. So you're not hurting yourself. You don't want to make yourself uncomfortable and not enjoy it. But here it goes. Here is they call it the blood red habanero pepper. I can't read that other one. They got it in cursive. I can't understand it. So we're gonna go to the edge of the spoon again. So this one I noticed has less vinegar. I'm going to shake this again. I want to do another one, because this I got kind of too much vinegar on that, but there's a lot less vinegar in the whole. I can already tell. So we're going to do one more habanero spoonful. Yeah, I would say some of these labels on these sauces, I would say I mean, the Scoville unit ratings are definitely accurate, but the contents in these sauces, I don't really think are accurate on what's in here, because that's 600,000, even with my high tolerance. I should probably be at a 4 or 3.5 by now, and it's kind of, I'm at a 3, so we'll see, because we got these final 3. We got the real deal sauces. The next one's gonna be the Ghost Chili. This is 1 million Scoville units. See, these sauces they're not getting thicker either, too. So they're kind of staying very even. So let's start the timer real quick. I'll get this going. It's a really interesting pepper, the Carolina Reaper and the Ghost Chili, these two. I mean, really, like, I remember when I first started testing peppers out and trying to get used to seeing the variety, so I can try to, like, identify them without looking at, like, a sheet or someone telling me. These two peppers, I don't know if you can see them, they almost look alike. The only difference I can tell between the two on the Trinidad and this is the tail, and the tails from the Trinidad to, you lose it on the Carolina Reaper, which is weird. But then they got these, I can't think of the names right now. Some of these, the Primatali. It is, in my opinion, the hottest pepper, and it has that tail on it. So it's weird. Like, it goes from no tail, tail, no tail, and then tail again. But it's really interesting how the phenotypes and everybody, how they cross-pollinate and design these peppers. It's really amazing. For those of you who are new here, and maybe for some of us who aren't, that are new to this channel, if you guys don't know Jimmy Pickles is he's an isolated seed vendor. He's very intelligent, super nice dude. He's from Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh. I think more Pittsburgh. He's knowledgeable. That guy, he's incredible with his seeds and his pepper varieties. It's unbelievable. So if you guys want to check him out, for sure, definitely. I'll definitely leave a description down below for him if you guys want to take a look. You know, start maybe growing some peppers. So there goes that timer. We're gonna try this Boot Jalokia, otherwise known as the regular name, the Ghost Chili, or the Ghost Pepper, however you want to call it. We're gonna do a nice little liberal dose here to the edge of the spoon again. So that's 1 million Scoville units. That one, yeah, that one's about, that's about right. Heat level. It's always, every time, you know, it's funny. People laugh because I tell them I can eat some pretty hot stuff. And I can. You guys have seen it. I just literally, I cruise through 7 peppers and I barely hit a 3. Every time I eat these super hot ones, because they always tickle my throat, and then after that, it's just, the pain's just there. So that one, it's 1 million Scoville units. That's about right. For me, it's about, I'm at about a 4 right now, as opposed to heat level. So we'll see. We're gonna hang out. I'm gonna put the timer on for 2 minutes, and we're just gonna sit back and enjoy this day. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments what kind of temperature you guys are at and where you guys are from. Let me know. We gotta we gotta get everybody involved here. We gotta get some more people in here. Got some more stuff coming up. Also, I'll point out too while we're waiting here. I seen you guys watched my Q&A last night. I did probably around what was that, 10 o'clock? About the doing the pickles, or the pickling, I should say. And a lot of you guys want to see that, and I'll definitely get on that. I thought that would be really cool. So that's something we do quite often. I love pickles, and I love hot, spicy pickles. We can do like, I'm gonna get 3 level types. Like I messaged a couple of you guys in the comments down below. So I'm gonna get like habanero, jalapeno for like the real low level pepper, and I might do like a sriracha, because sriracha ones it always kind of turns out hot, but it's one of those ones where you eat it and it's real spicy, and then the heat just drops. It's like those snacks I was telling you guys about, the corn nuggets. It's a one that ramps up. The more you eat them, the hotter it gets. It keeps building, 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 and as soon as you stop eating them, it just drops. So yeah, I'll do habanero, sriracha, and jalapenos. So I'll give you. I mean, it's all the simple, basic things. Like the steps are not any different. So we'll definitely do that, and you can also use like the brine too for, anything. You can do like onions or whatever. The sky's the limit with that. So I'll definitely get that down. That's going to be it'll probably take me a couple of days to film, because what I'll do, I'm not going to obviously bore you guys and watch me cut up a million cucumbers and all that. So I'll speed it up. I'll do a time lapse and all that stuff. I'm still trying to learn that too. So here's that video timer. So we're going to stop that. So we're doing another great pepper. This is the pepper that is in those corn nugs that I eat from Blazing Foods. Excellent snack, by the way. Great tolerance builder. So we're going to do a spoonful of this. This is much thicker. The last 3 are a lot thicker. Which is weird. So we went from, let's see what they have on here. They have, the ghost chili is 1,000,000 Scoville units. And the scorpion they have on here, which is about right. I'm not sure about the Trinidad Butch Tea variety of the scorpion, because again, most of these peppers have different varieties. So 1.4 is about right. That one might be hotter than some of the ones that I've tried. I know the one in the Blazing Foods snack, that corn nugs, and they use that Trinidad pretty much in everything. And I believe it's a different variety, because it's a lot hotter, because their stuff is, all their products are really hot. Unless you get like the CTH1, like the Penango hot sauce. That is a really low, mild sauce. Anybody can eat that one. I can feed that to a dog and they probably wouldn't bother. Not that I would, but yeah. So the last one, guys, this is it. This is the bee's knees here. I'm starting to get glassy a little bit, which is typical. But I'm at a 5. I'm not going to get an endorphin rush, I can tell you that for sure. And I never did cover endorphin rushes. So we're going to start this timer, and I'll give you guys the general idea of an endorphin rush and what it is and what it does. So when you're eating hot foods, like I went over before, capsaicin is not an acid, it's an oil. And the oil, like everything, has a reaction to it. So in humans, we have pain receptors throughout our entire body. It's everywhere. So capsaicin, the biological compound in peppers, reacts to our pain receptors, and it triggers them, fires them off. Kind of like when you're moving every day. Like if you think about it, every move you make, something triggers, fires to your hand. It's the same thing. It's all your nervous system. So what that does is it triggers pain, and your body is trying to figure out what's going on, because it thinks it's dying. You're not dying, but your body thinks it's dying, especially when you get a lot of pain. So what happens is your body does what's called an endorphin dump. So you can be at let's say you're doing this challenge, and you're on the 6th hot sauce, and you're at like a 9 or 10, and you keep going, and you hit a 10, and then you got 3 more sauces left, and you're still going. Your body's going to naturally do a natural endorphin dump. So you'll go from a 10 all the way down to like a 5. I've seen it happen a bunch of times. I follow Johnny Scoville and the Pepper Apprentice. I see those guys do endorphin dumps all the time because those guys, I'm nowhere near their level because those guys are absolute animals. They'll eat 20 Buccioloquias in like 5 minutes. I can't do that because it's just way too much. And for one, I don't like eating a lot of stuff and filling my stomach up. I don't like that like full like feeling. So that's why I can't do that. But so that's pretty much what an endorphin dump is. I'm not gonna get one today because there's no way I would need to drink all these sauces, and even then I wouldn't think that would even do it. So there goes that sauce timer. So we're gonna stop that real fast. Let me give this one last good shake here, and we'll shake this up because. And you know, a lot of people say too, you can get endorphin dumps, like minor ones, here and there, which is definitely possible. Because I did notice a couple seconds ago, all my heat just kind of not vanished, but it dropped significantly. But it's not. It's still there. So there you go, from side to side. Tickles your throat, but that is definitely, yeah, that's 2 million for sure. 2 million Scoville units on the Carolina Reaper. It's got that classical taste. See, I'm sweating a little bit. Carolina Reaper has that really smoky taste to it, which is really, you know, it's one of my favorite peppers, and it also obviously just happens to be the hottest pepper. But yeah, that's it. Let's start this timer real quick, and we'll just hang out for a little bit. So that was the challenge. So yeah, it's my pain level is at maybe went back up to a 5. It's not climbing by no means at all. We'll definitely have to try out some hotter sauces coming up. A friend of mine sent me, I think he sent me a couple hot sauces. I don't know when I'm gonna get them though. The mail system down here has kind of been funny. I ordered something a while back and it took like a month to get here, so who knows? We'll find out. But yeah, we'll just hang out for a little bit. See what's going on. It's definitely hot. That last one, the Carolina Reaper, definitely had the most taste of it and the most flavor. It's a very floral pepper, but it does have its sweet notes too, which is very interesting. It's very hard to explain that pepper until you've tried it, or even just try the sauce. So yeah, we have 40 seconds left on this this challenge, and then we're gonna wrap this challenge up, and then I'm gonna do a couple shout outs for you guys because I'll do it now actually while we're waiting. I want to shout out to Wild Family Farms and you guys, all my new subscribers who came from there. I had a list. It's in the house. I'll have to do it on the next video. My apologies, but I want to thank you guys. Super awesome guys. I came out there with you guys last night. I hang out at both of the live events. I had a blast hanging out with you guys. To be honest, I came to the 11 o'clock live, and I actually fell asleep while listening to you guys and hanging out. But I do appreciate it. I appreciate everything you guys did for me last night. That was super awesome. And I want to thank King Poobah for one. He was who started it off for me, because I remember I see him all the time. I used to see him a lot, and well, I still do. I still see him in Jimmy Pickles' live events. I used to go in there all the time. I used to talk to him, and he reached out to me, which I thought was awesome, you know, because we're all part of the pepper community, and all you guys just helped me out tremendously, and I do really appreciate it. So with that being said, Thanks, guys, and I'll definitely the next event. I'll be there for sure. I'm going to try to come to everyone as much as possible. Schedule pending too. You know, we all have stuff to do. So that was awesome. I do appreciate it again. So we're gonna get ahead. I'm gonna get ahead and wrap this up. I'm gonna get some other stuff going here. I told you guys last night I was working on some logos, and I'm gonna get back doing that because I haven't done anything graphical in a long time. So I'm trying to refresh my memory and get back into that, and maybe I'll be talking to you guys here and there, and I'll see you guys on live events and all that stuff. So with that being said, I'm gonna shut this video down, and for those of you who are new, hit the subscribe button if you like this video, press the thumbs up, and put the post notifications on so you guys know when I'm doing a video and live event. I'm gonna try doing a live event here soon. I'm gonna just trying to build up my supporters. You know, I'm grateful for every one of you guys, all 25 of you I had this a little bit ago. I'm grateful for having all you guys. I was trying to build it up a little bit more before I start doing live events, so we can get more of you guys more involved and we can talk and have a good time on there, and I'll entertain you guys as much as possible. So that being said, this was Matt. For those of you guys who don't know me, this was Operation Capsaicin. I will see you guys on the next video. Thank you very much.